Today we're going to learn how to find our target heart rate zone. What we will be able to do at the end of this lesson is take our own pulse, use some calculations, and figure out what our individual target heart rate zone will be during exercise. Hello students, Coach Patterson here. Today's lesson is going to be on calculating your target heart rate and finding your target heart rate zone. The first thing you need to do in order to find your target heart rate is to find your maximum heart rate. The way that we do that is that we take 220 and we subtract our age. That will give us the top or our maximum heart rate. After we figure that out, we need to have some kind of baseline, which we're going to call our resting heart rate. Our resting heart rate should be taken on your arm, your brachial, or on your neck, on your carotid artery. Either one of those are proper places to find your resting heart rate. The best time to figure out your resting heart rate is first thing in the morning. That way you have a true baseline to figure out the rest of the calculations. Now, once we have our maximum heart rate, what we're going to do is subtract our age to find our maximum heart rate, as I mentioned earlier. My maximum heart rate will be 173. Now that we have our maximum heart rate and I explained to you how we got that number, we have to find out what our resting heart rate is. What I did was first thing this morning, I took my pulse and I got a 72 for my resting heart rate. As you can see, your RHR, or resting heart rate, is the number that you need to take and subtract from your maximum heart rate. Once I have my heart rate reserved, I can move on for the calculations to figure out my target heart rate and my target heart rate zone. In order to find the lower limit of my target heart rate zone, I'm going to take my heart rate reserve and multiply that number times 0.60. This will give me the lower level of my zone. Next, if I want to find the upper level, I will take that same number, my heart rate reserve, and multiply it times 0.80, which will give me the upper limit of my target heart rate zone. When I am exercising from a moderate to high level, I want to try to stay in my target heart rate zone. This will give me the most benefits out of the exercise or workouts that I am performing. I will also show you a couple of visuals in order for you to have a better view of how we're going to do the calculations. Here's a quick review of how to find your target heart rate zone. As you can see, we have to first find our maximum heart rate. Next, we take our pulse to find our resting heart rate. Then we will go through our calculations in order to find our target heart rate zone. We will find the lower limit and the upper limit of our zones by taking our maximum heart rate, subtracting our resting heart rate, which gives us our heart rate reserve. Next, for the lower limit, we will multiply times 0.60. Then we will add the resting heart rate, and that will give the lower limit of our target heart rate zone. In order to find the upper limit of our target heart rate zone, we perform the same calculations, except now we multiply times 0.80, then we add our resting heart rate again, and we will find the upper limit of our target heart rate. What we want to make sure is that we're within the zone of our calculations when we are exercising in order to remain safe and get the most benefits of our workouts.